What's up? This is Matisyahu. If I was stranded, these are the 5 albums that I would have with me. First album, I'm gonna try to start at the beginning of my biggest influences and go through, if I was to break up my 42 years of existence into 5 segments, the album is gonna be Graceland by Paul Simon, because I feel that that's the biggest album that I remember from my childhood, that when I listen to it, it brings me joy. It reminds me of nostalgia, of driving my dad's Jeep, of going on vacations to Cape Cod, and all getting in the car and taking off. So, and then musically, and it's influenced me so much, that style of music. So, okay, so my second album is gonna be Ricky Lee Jones' Flying Cowboys, which is kind of an interesting pick. It's not the most obvious pick, but Ricky Lee Jones as a singer, and especially that particular album, the way she uses her voice and the way that she dips into kind of this island flavor, again, had huge influence, I think, on me as a child. Even though I was listening to pop music and Michael Jackson, and even though hip hop was starting to come out, and we were also listening to rock like Smashing Pumpkins and Stone Temple Pilots and Nirvana, there were so many different styles that I loved. But this one album, Flying Cowboys, I come back to and I listen to today, and it's just like with Graceland, it affects me in the same way emotionally. For my third album, I'm gonna now jump to Bob Marley. The album is gonna be Survival, and that album, again, it's just a great album. It's every single song on that one is just so good. Every single one. There isn't one song that's not incredible. And it influenced me as a teenager. It made me, when I listened to the lyrics, it gave me a sense of empowerment and a sense of rebelliousness and a sense of strength and love. It became kind of like a home for me. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Fish, A Live One. That music influenced me again so hard, and to this day, I still listen to Fish and still love it. But it was in the music that I listened to when I was going through things, when I was having emotional turmoil as a teenager. And again, it was like a place that I would turn to for support and understanding. And when the music would have conflict and tension in it and then build, I could really feel what I was going through. And then when it would release into these places and Trey would be soloing, I would feel that he was speaking directly to my soul. Directly to my heart, literally pulling on the heartstrings. So, and that gave me a whole sense of live music. The first Fish concert that I then went to, that was a live album. It gave me this sense of live music and the audience being a part of the creation of music, and me wanting to really be a part of that specifically. My 5th album, I'm gonna say Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon, which I listened to later on, not when I was a teenager, and not because we're of a similar age, not when I was developing my musical style, but when I was already an artist, already touring, already recording music. And then I went back and listened to that album, and I just felt in the place where I was in my life after already kind of being at a really strong place and starting to feel myself fall into a new place that was darker and murkier and more alone. I ended up turning to that album to get me through that time. So that's it. Those are my top 5 albums stranded on wherever I'm stranded. Now, but if you were stranded alone, you would definitely want to bring the new Matisyahu album with you.
Hey there, thanks for watching AXS TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite AXS TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.